ladies and gents and the rest. Today we're going to talk about what's going to happen. That thing you're looking at is pretty much the only thing that's going to happen. But let's talk about bad things after. Let's talk about this Witch Doctor first. It's a very cool unit. Let me read about it a little bit. So it's a horde unit, costs 2 gold. Here's the traits: ranged, AoE, elemental, and cycle. So it attacks flying units. Let's take a look at the way it works. So 2 gold. This footage was given us by Blizzard. So whatever I was shown, I'm showing you right now. I haven't touched this unit yet. So throwing it behind. The way it attacks like Chalga, except it doesn't root, obviously. Let me show you as soon as he kills something. Okay. So right here, as you can see, this is the radius. So actually, let me read through it first. So curse, Witch Doctor channels a ranged beam at the enemy, just what you're looking at the enemy target, dealing damage over time. If an enemy dies while the beam is connected, it will explode on death, dealing AoE damage to other nearby enemies. This is exactly what you're looking at. This is the AoE damage that happens if the target is being attacked by a Witch Doctor at the moment of death, right? Witch Doctor is intended as a cheap support unit that can help other allies defeat enemies faster. Particularly, he is powerful anti-squad addition to ranged allies who may lack AoE firepower. Let's take a look at it now, okay? I'm going to show you all the videos that I was given. Let's see. Alright. So yeah, this is the range again. Pretty big. Pretty large. So this is the first combat video. For some reason, we're not seeing HP bars. I have no idea how Blizzard did that. It's pretty bad. I want to see how hard it hits. All right. Okay. So that's what number 1. His talents add to his supportive nature. He is weak and doesn't defeat many enemies one-on-one, but can catalyze his allies' ability to do so. Okay. Ability number 1, Amplify Curse. Enemies damaged by the curse explosion also explode on death. Before we start talking about talents, I would like to let you know that I have a lot of questions. In those videos, not a lot of things are shown. When I have a unit in my hands, I will research it myself the way I usually do it. And I will show you all the hidden mechanics, all the things that we cannot see on these videos, because I have a lot of questions, okay? So let's take a look at this Amplifying Curse video. Here's a question that I have. So for those who don't understand, when the target that you were hitting dies, it explodes and debuffs other targets. But look at it. Like, watch. Okay, so Witch Doctor. Now it's trying to hit, it's killing this harpy. Boom. So when the harpy dies, I don't understand what it does. Like, does that debuff these 2 harpies and this elemental, and if somebody else kills them, they blow up too? Or it works the way that if the explosion kills these 2 things, they explode too. I cannot tell you, but this is the question that I have. Okay. Talent number 2, Alchemist. Periodically drop a potion granting bloodlust to the first ally that touches it. We kind of know how it works, right? We have the same mechanic in the Griffon Raider. So it drops the potion, and then Raider takes it, gets Bloodlust. By the way, Bloodlust lasts 10 seconds, so it's like you get this Bloodlust, and it works just like any other normal Bloodlust. It lasts 10 seconds. So if you're too far from the battle, you might not... Bloodlust might end by the time the fight starts, right? Just keep that in mind. Next talent is Spirit Ward. On kill, grant a shield to nearby allies, absorbing the next hit against them. So this talent works as the bubble on Murlocs, except you are granted this thing on hit. Boom. When something dies in that radius of, in a curse radius, you get this bubble for a few seconds. By the way, look at this Witch Doctor. It's going to, boom, see, it disappears very quickly. So it doesn't stay until the fight ends. Here's a little details. Again, I don't know if you're gonna be able to read that on a day of patch when the season comes out. So I'm gonna tell you what I know about it. So the way it attacks, it's curse, ranged. It's obviously the information I think it's for level 1. 90 elemental damage, challenge ticks every 0.2 seconds. Damage is 18. What does that mean? Curse ranged. So the damage is 90 or 18? Like 18 per second, I guess. Again, I cannot explain what it means. Ah, sorry. I'm an idiot. So the explosion that it does is 90. And the damage per second is 18, I guess. That's how it works, yeah. Behaves similar to Chargas channel. Okay. Explosion deals 100 damage. Okay, I have no idea. I don't understand what this and this. I thought this explosion deals 90 elemental damage. If this is DPS, then what the hell is this? Can hit ground and flying units. That's good. 300 health. Obviously for level 1, I guess. Spirit Ward, range 8. So in the range 8, everybody's gonna get this bubble. Will proc as long as the target dies when the beam is connected. Okay. Alchemist, potion lasts 12 seconds. Okay, 12 seconds. Gotcha. Bloodlust effect lasts 10 seconds. So now we know these answers. That's the unit, boys. That is all regarding this Witch Doctor. Alright, there's one more thing that I have, guys. Rewards. Daily rewards now have a chance to grant large amounts of coins. I have no idea what large means. It's very subjective. Might be 1,000, might be 500. I don't know. Megatomes and very rarely a mythic tome. So all these things that were previously obtainable only for gold can now show up in your dailies. So this rewards here could be large amounts of gold. I asked the question, they're still getting the answer, and if I get the answer before I release this video, I will add that to this video, how much gold we're gonna get here. Mythic tomes, which says very rare. If it's very rare on the paper, I can't imagine how rare it's going to be in real life, almost unobtainable. And megatomes. So this is the improvement. XP gem bonuses have increased for the start and the middle of the player level journey. Okay, so XP gems give more experience percentage-wise when you're a beginner. Arclight energy rewards from PvP have increased from 200 to 1000. So it's a 5 times increase, but considering that it was just meaningless to begin with. The seasonal emote has also moved to 12,000 player honor from 16. That's good. Heroic campaign victories will also award 3 points of progress towards daily rewards from 1. So for those who don't understand what it says, so when you do a heroic encounter, it instead of 1 bar, it gives you 3 bars. Like you pretty much complete this green check mark right away, which is again not big of a deal. It doesn't really, makes absolutely no difference, no impact to the game. Like, why would you waste your time doing that? Daily offer changes. We are also making some initial improvements to the daily offer section in the hopes it provides more attractive items more frequently. Some key changes include: legendary cores and mythic tomes can now appear in the store. Arclight energy will have a small discount built into the purchase. I don't even know how to comment on that. Added mini plus XP experience combinations to the list of potential items. With the improvement to XP boosts, we hope this will provide a more predictable way to funnel experience into specific minis. So somehow it will make it a little easier to level up the unit that you want to level up. Reduce the amount of rare cores that can appear. And it says quests another round of quest tuning to make difficulty more consistent. That's all, guys. This is not the end of the video. I'd like to say a few words, but that's the update. So if we cut the bullshit, we get a new mini, which we always do. Thank God we still keep getting minis every season. So we got new mini, we got daily quests buffed. Now, it's not a consistent buff, not a permanent buff. It's just accidentally, from time to time, you'll be getting, you know, big rewards. Now, let me say a few words about what's happening. First of all, let's try to come up with the most positive version of this whole thing. So here's what I think happened. Do you remember about those 1,900 layoffs at Blizzard? I think the portion of those 1,900 layoffs came from Warcraft Rumble's department, but they will never tell us, and they shouldn't. It's not our business. I think that's what happened. That's why the difference between Season 3 update and Season 4 update is so huge. Daily offer changes. We have Legendary Course and Epic Course show up more often in the store, which means you will be able to buy them for gold. You have a game that, according to Old Guardian's report, is doing worse, but worse than it was doing previously. And instead of doing something about it, you decided to spend this limited time, limited resources on adding Legendary Course to the store so people could buy them for gold. Like, this cannot be excused. Just imagine it. The game is doing the way it's doing, and out of all the changes that you can make, small changes, big changes, meaningful changes, or meaningless changes, you decide that for the next season, we're going to add Legendary Course to the store. Now, I am not a professional when it comes to, you know, coding games, but if you look at this leaderboard ladder, whatever you want to call it, you guys already reset half of that, right? Almost half, a little bit less than half, every season. Again, I'm not a professional, but in 6 weeks of time, I think it would be possible to be able to code, to change few lines of code maybe, and make it so that you reset the whole thing instead of half of this thing. This one change would be better than all those changes that you've made with daily offers, with the extra rewards for quests and stuff like that. This would add more entertainment, more engagement, more everything. Just this one little thing. Why, out of all the problems that the game has, you decided to solve this problem of not having Legendary Course for money?